Thank you for dialing into Business Tips. And this is going to be shorter than the average business tip because it's easier to just point this out very quickly and have you think about it. I go back in history now, and I'm going to bring up a name that I believe that you'll recognize. General Patton. In fact, his nickname was Blood and Guts Patton, and that's because famously a soldier saw him riding by one time and said, there goes old Blood and Guts, our blood, his guts. I think that General Patton epitomizes integrity because he remained true to himself in the face of enormous obstacles, historically proportioned obstacles. Now, your historically proportioned obstacle may be something very simple like, will you make a correct choice, a right choice, a good choice, a responsible choice about something that may not seem historically relevant to you, but you'd be surprised. And as we go through these business tips together, and especially these shorter tips about integrity, let's call this tip 1 about integrity. I want to ask you the question: does the size of the result of what you're being asked to respond to have anything to do with integrity? Does the size of what you're being asked to respond to have anything to do with integrity? In other words, is there any difference between a chemical engineer who's asked to screw a turn down to certain torque on a pipe and that level of integrity? Is there any difference between that and a CEO who's making multi-billion-dollar decisions about the direction of a company? Is there any difference in those two decisions where integrity is brought to light? And I just want to share this with you, that one of the largest chemical disasters in history that cost lives was because of a company that existed in Bhopal, India. And I think that you'll now begin to see why I asked you that question. We live in a culture that says that size does matter, and we joke about it, but not when it comes to integrity. My number is 323-319-6621. My email is drd1201@gmail.com. I'd love to dialogue with you about integrity. If you've got some questions about integrity or points about integrity, let's talk about it. It's important. So this question this day would be, does the size of the decision, given the result of what it might be, have anything to do with integrity? Let's see what folks think. Bye-bye.